Woody, how you doing? Chris from We Love Comics, how you doing, bud? Yeah, nobody was supposed to see that. I hit the wrong button there, Chris. But yeah, it was the fastest midday comic haul ever. It lasted all of 2 seconds. Miss Hustle, how you doing? RB3, how you doing? HME, how you guys doing? So I decided to give you guys a break today. If you guys have been watching some of these live feeds we've been doing, we've been killing it with these unboxings and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to do things a little bit slower today. So I've got a mini haul that I want to do, and also a little announcement that I'll do. So yeah, you and me both, Chris. I think my pocketbook, my wallet could deserve a break as well. So I've been killing it. Bubs, how you doing, buds? Good to see you guys. As always, I enjoy doing these live chats. It's always a lot of fun for me to get an opportunity to come on here and interact with you guys live. I think this is the first time that I've been able to do one midday. Chris, I'm curious, brother, if you ever sleep, because you are on early, you are on late. It's like, do you ever sleep is the question. Probably not. Probably not. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So never, he says. So Chris is over at We Love Comics, great source of inspiration for me, and always a lot of fun to interact with him. So I just went to the local comic shop. It's Friday. I'm a little late on New Comic Book Day. I wasn't able to get by the shops on Wednesday, so I hit 2 of the 3. I was on my way to the 3rd, got a little lazy, couldn't make that 20-minute drive in the other direction away from my house, so I just called it quits. So I only picked up a couple of books here. Los, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So what I'm going to do is run through a couple of books for you guys, and maybe show my first appearance Friday book, show you guys that, and then I'll also make a little announcement as well. So I picked up this book today, Extermination, and I picked this book up. I'm hearing really good things about this book. I picked up this copy in a variant that I'll show you in just a second, but supposedly 2 X-Men actually die in this issue. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I don't know, well, not their death, but you know what I mean. Reading the story. I'm not sure if this book, Extinction, is a setup for the new X-Men series that they're going to be doing, but it'll be very interesting to kind of see what happens. So that's one. Here is the variant that I picked up featuring Cable. So this is, I actually got this at the first shop, because they didn't have the regular cover, and I didn't know if I was going to make it to the other shop to find a copy. So I picked up that variant, and that was part of the reason why I did that. Chris is saying, sleep, what is that? Exactly. No, I am not pregnant. I am not with child, even though that's been a topic of conversation as of today. I showed my daughter on Instagram earlier today, and people thought she was a boy, and then people were like, when is the next kid coming? So neither here nor there. I picked this one up, this Bone Parish. I had the local comic shop owner actually order this one for me. I've heard interesting things about this story. It is by Boom Studios. First time in a long time that I've bought a non-Marvel book. But I'm hearing that this is like some kind of drug that people are taking that is made from the cremated remains of humans. So it'll be interesting. I've heard lots of really good stuff about the book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. It's definitely an interesting cover. I was happy to get it. He ordered it for me, forgot he ordered it for me, put it on the shelf, and then when they called him to find out where it was, he was like, oh, I think I put it on the wall. So thankfully I was able to find a copy. There were 2 there. One was severely damaged and that one was not. So I'm definitely happy to have that. Santiago, how you doing? Thank you for joining us, brother. Miss Hustle, which cover? Which cover are you referring to? So again, as I mentioned, if some of you guys are joining late, I have not read any of these books. I literally picked them up at the comic shop and then came home and kissed the wife and kids and then jumped on here. So I haven't read any of this stuff. The Uncanny Kyle, how you doing? Kingpin, how you doing, brother? So I picked up Domino number 5. I've been reading this series since the beginning. I still have Domino 4 somewhere around here because I haven't read that. I'm a little behind on some of my reading, but trying to get into this series, trying to get into this character. I've never really known her all that well, so I'm trying to see whether it's something that I can actually work with. So another one that I just picked up was Weapon H number 6, and it looks like Weapon H is actually fighting Captain America here. I still have number 5 right here on on my reading stack, so hopefully I'll be able to get to these soon. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I also picked this book up, Cosmic Ghost Rider number 2. This is the variant cover. What was crazy is that one shop actually had this for cover price and another was selling it for 10 bucks. And I picked up, thankfully, this at cover price at $3.99. So backseat driver saying he's at least 3 weeks behind. Yeah, man, it's amazing how quickly books can kind of stack up on you when you're buying them and trying to read some of the old stuff and some of the new stuff at the same time. So it definitely adds up. And then the last book that I picked up was this Astonishing X-Men number 1. It's the annual, so I want to kind of read that. I thought the cover was kind of interesting. It kind of looked like a throwback cover a little bit with the artwork there, but I'm going to read that one hopefully when I have a couple of moments. And then I'll show you guys, yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider is crazy. It is a crazy series and actually pretty well written, I do believe. So definitely enjoying that. Looking forward to seeing what happens with issue number 2 here. So I'll hopefully read that one today. So RB3 is saying he had to pay 25 bucks for his Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So what was crazy is I think I showed you guys in one of the previous live videos that I did, the Fantastic Four number 1, the Kirby variant that I picked up. What was crazy about that is that when I was in one of the shops, I bought it at a shop for 25 bucks. I went to another shop and he and I talked about the prices of that variant, how they were kind of all over the place, ranging from as low as 10 bucks all the way up to 225. And he actually had his on the shelf for 100 bucks. He was like, I'm going to kind of split the difference because I don't really know what the price really is. And then I went back to that same shop today. He had it for $225. So I thought that was interesting that he decided to increase his price. And I, again, got it for 10% of that. So definitely pleased that it worked out in my favor. And I'm confident somebody will buy that book. But I actually jumped on eBay and the prices for that book were literally all over the board. So it was very interesting to see what happens with that. All right. Yeah, definitely blowing up on that book. So the first appearance Friday book that I actually put up online earlier today, put it on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me there, you may want to check that out. I put up Avengers number 57. This is the first appearance of the Silver Age Vision. So definitely a very cool book. I picked this book up as part of a large auction of it was probably 35 books, Avengers books and some other things kind of mixed in there. I picked this one up for a pretty good price. I did not get it pressed and graded, and I didn't get it pressed and I probably should have, but it came back as a 6.5. So definitely pleased about that. How you doing, buddy?
Me too.
No, I can't play your harmonica. Dad's doing something right now. Dad's in the middle of something. Can you go find Mama? You know it's live when the kid walks in on you. Can you go see Mama? That's a hug from me.
I go to school.
You did go to school. I know you did. Can you go find Mama? Miss Ava. I'll be out in a minute, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So those were the books that I picked up, and then also my all right, I am not playing the harmonica. What's crazy is that I boxed up, I don't know, probably 50 of their toys yesterday, and I'm actually giving them away. And I had the harmonica in my hand just yesterday to get rid of that thing. But they're out on the curb right now. We're giving away a bunch of toys to families around here that can benefit from them. So my kids have way too many toys and stuff like that. So the other announcement that I wanted to make is around a new series that I'm trying to start. I've seen a lot of guys talk about their desire to want to know about new and different story arcs that they may have never heard of before or had an opportunity to read. There are a lot of really amazing story arcs that are out there. And so what I've tried to do is I've created a new series of my favorite story arcs. And there's actually one out there right now that I pushed live a couple of days ago. It is the Galactus trilogy. Many of you are familiar with that, Fantastic Four, 48, 49, and 50. It's an amazing read if you haven't had a chance to check it out. If you haven't seen the video, I encourage you to go check the video out. But I'm also pushing live today 2 more of my favorite story arcs for you guys to check out. And again, the way that I'm trying to do these videos is I don't want to spoil the story for you. So what I talk about is what the story means to me, the significance of it, the relevance of it, give you some tidbits and details about it without telling you the plot, without showing you any of the images from the book, because for me, the fun of comics to some degree is reading the story and not knowing where the story is going to go, but reading it and enjoying it in that moment. And I feel like if I tell you all the details, it might not be the same, right? It's like someone telling you how the movie ends when you sit down with your popcorn to watch the movie, right? I don't want to necessarily do that. But what I try to do is to talk about the story, around the story, and what it means to me, with the hope that I'll capture your attention and maybe you'll check it out. So my hope is that you guys will have an opportunity to check out these 2 videos that I'll be pushing live later today, and then also one of the ones that I released a few days ago. So I'm going to catch up here on the chat. Chris over at We Loves Comics is saying that I should play the harmonica for my boy. I will absolutely not play the harmonica. Los, I'll see you later, brother. Thank you for stopping by for a moment. Well, this is definitely going to be a quick chat, but I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, Bubs, I avoid spoilers as well, man. And I told you what happened with me is that I actually watched the video one night. I bought a book the next night. I sat down to read the book the next day. And on page 2, I realized that I knew how the story ended. And so I didn't know that the video that I watched was a spoiler, but it essentially ruined the book for me, you know, and I don't want to do that for anybody else. So my hope is that I can pique someone's interest without giving away the core of the story. At least that's my hope, right? Because it's a little difficult to talk about these books and to talk about what they mean to you without talking about some of the details. But what I'm trying to do is to not go point by point by point and break the book down or break the story arc down. So let me know if I cross a line at any point. Yeah, exactly. So JD is agreeing. But JD, I think you do a wonderful job, brother. I mean, I've watched a lot of your videos. The one that you did on the Silver Surfer and the one that you did recently on Thanos, which I think were really, really well done. And what you did is you kind of told what was happening across books without necessarily digging into an individual book. And I think that was really well done. So if you guys are fans of Silver Surfer or Thanos, I encourage you to go by and check out JD. He does a really good job. JD, what's next? I think you mentioned in one of your last videos what you were going to do next, and I cannot recall for the life of me. So if you can tell me who that character is, I'll definitely acknowledge it here. Miss Hustle, you will be waiting a long time, my friend. Oh, check it out. I'll make a deal with you. I will play the harmonica live as soon as you do a video showing your face talking about some comics. How about that? I will make you that deal live here and we will do it. What is this saying? Oh, never mind. Wasn't a Venom. Catch you and leave a comment. Spoiler free stand. Thank you, Bubs. I appreciate it. So, Ms. Hustle, the challenge has been extended. It's up to you to accept it. If you watch that last video I did with Thanatos, I am not afraid to make fun of myself, right? Having worn a Green Lantern mask made from my child on my face. So if you do it, I will definitely follow up with a video playing that daggone harmonica. And I will give a shout out to We Love Comics and everybody else that's asking for that. You are funny. All right. So again, I just wanted to do a quick jump video for you guys to talk about these new books that have come out. I hope to be able to read these books soon. And if there's something really cool in them, I'll probably do a video on the individual book. Again, the same way that I did for Amazing Spider-Man #2 and also Avengers #5, which are great books if you have not read them. You know, if I read a book and the book really speaks to me, then I'm probably going to record a video again without doing any spoilers. At least that's my hope, because I know a lot of people, including myself, are more focused on some of the older books and not necessarily the modern books. But with that said, there are a lot of really great stories that are being told right now. And so if I come across one, I at least want to put the flag up for somebody that may be interested in reading that story as well. So with that, I am going to say thank you for taking the time to join me. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And also thank you in advance for checking out the new videos that I'll be pushing live in about 15 minutes. And as always, if you want to chat, feel free to reach out to me here or on Instagram at RegieCollects. Take care. Thanks a lot.